Good day everyone. So for today, I will be presenting lesson 7, methods, tools, and equipment of fish preservation. By the way, I am Leah Berminoflor from BTV Tech FSM 3A, and I'll be the one guiding you through our discussion. So let's start. Before we begin, let's first look at our objectives. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to first define what fish preservation is and understand its importance. Second is identify the different method of fish preservation. And third is recognize the tools and equipment used in each method. So, what is fish preservation? So, fish preservation is very important because it helps prevent spoilage and at the same time, it slows down bacterial growth. As we know, fish is very perishable. So, meaning mabilis talaga siyang masira. That's why we use different methods like freezing, drying, salting, smoking, canning, and pickling. And each of these methods gumagamit ng specific tools and equipment para mas maging effective yung process. So now, what is fish preservation? So, fish preservation is the process of keeping fish fresh for a longer period of time. So, it helps prevent spoilage, it slows down bacteria, and it maintains the quality, the taste, and safety of the fish. So, in simple terms, pinapatagal natin yung buhay ng fish without it getting spoiled. Let's start with chilling and freezing. So this method is simply lowering the temperature of the fish. So kapag mababa yung temperature, bumabagal yung growth ng bacteria. That's why this method is very effective for both short-term and long-term storage. For this method, we use simple tools like knives for cleaning and filleting the fish, cutting boards for proper preparation, containers for safe storage, and scales to measure the fish. So this tool help us handle the fish properly before storing it. Now, for the equipment, we have refrigerators for short-term storage, freezers for long-term storage, ice machine to produce ice, and blast freezer which freeze fish very quickly. So, mas mabilis ang freezing, mas nape-preserve yung quality ng fish. Next is drying. So, drying means removing moisture from the fish. Since bacteria needs moisture to grow, kapag tinanggal natin yung moisture, napipigilan yung spoilage. That's why dried fish last longer. The tools used are knives and cutting boards, rack or screen where the fish is placed, and salting containers for pre-treatment. This help prepare the fish before the drying process. For equipment, we have solar dryers which use sunlight, mechanical dryers for controlled heat, and dehumidifiers which remove moisture from the air. So this make drying more efficient and consistent. Next is salting or curing. So this method involves adding salt to the fish. Salt removes water and helps kill bacteria. So napapatagal talaga yung shelf life ng fish because of the salt. For tools, we use knives and cutting boards, salting containers like barrels or tanks, weighing scale to measure salt properly, and salonometer to check salt concentration, and kailangan accurate yung measurement para effective yung preservation. For the equipment, we have brine tanks for storing salt solution and pumping system to circulate the brine, so this help ensure even the distribution of salt. Next is smoking. Smoking preserves fish by exposing it to smoke. Aside from preservation, nadadagdagan din yung flavor, so both quality and taste are improved. The tools include knives and cutting boards, smoking racks to hold the fish, and wood which produce smoke, so different wood can give different flavors. For equipment, we have smoke houses where the process happens. smoke generators to produce smoke, and ventilation system to control airflow. Proper airflow is important para even yung smoking. Next is canning. So this method involves sealing fish in containers and then heating it. So this process kills bacteria and makes the fish last longer even without refrigeration. The tools include knives and cutting boards, canning jars or cans, and jar lifters to handle hot container safely. So safety is very important here. For equipment, we use pressure canners to kill bacteria, retorts for large-scale canning, and sealing machine to close containers tightly. So, proper sealing prevents contamination. Lastly, we have pickling. So, pickling means soaking fish in vinegar or acidic solution. So, the acid prevents bacteria and adds flavor to the fish. The tools include knives and cutting boards, pickling containers like jars, and measuring tools for accurate ingredients. So, balance is important para hindi sobrang asim or kulang. For the equipment, we use cooking pots to prepare the solution and pasteurizer to extend shelf life. This helps keep the product safe. Now, some important terms. Hygiene means keeping everything clean. Temperature control means maintaining correct temperature. Food safety means proper handling of food. All of these are very important in preservation. So always remember, maintain proper hygiene, control the temperature, and follow food safety procedures. This ensure safe and high quality of fish. To conclude, fish preservation is very important for food safety. Each method requires specific tools and equipment, and proper handling ensures better quality and longer shelf life. So, it's important to follow the right process. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.